Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday. New release day here on the channel. Today we've got a brand new solo album from the keyboard player from Spock's Beard, none other than Ryo Okumoto, The Myth of the Mostrophus. Mostrophus, right? So check that creature out. The Myth of the Mostrophus. Inside Out music. There's Ryo on the back. That's right, just 6 tracks. Well, one of them is 22 minutes long. Another one's 9, 7, 6, 8, and 7. So yeah, pretty long album. I think it's exactly an hour, like 60 minutes and like 30 seconds, if that, something like that. So let's take a look at the rest of it. There you got the CD there with the Mostrophus on the front. And, of course, you got lyrics and who plays on it. Because this is kind of like a star-studded affair here, ladies and gentlemen. There you got everybody. I will mention them all in a second. Oh, that's right. Steve Hackett's on board. Oh, look at all these folks. All right, so who do we got here? Got loads of people. Loads of people. Like I said, this is a star-studded event. We got on guitar, Lyle Workman. On guitar, Mike Keneally. On bass, Doug Wimbish. On drums and lead vocals, Nick DiVirgilio. On bass, Michael Whiteman. On guitar, Mark Bonilla. Obviously, Ryo Okumoto on keyboards. Who else we got here? Steve Hackett on guitar. Jonathan Mover on drums. Toshihiro Nakamichi on violin. Michael Sadler from Saga on vocals. Kevin Crone on keyboards. Raphael Weinroth Brown on cello. Keiko Okumoto on vocals. But wait, there's more. Ted Leonard from Spock's Beard on vocals. Alan Morse from Spock's Beard on guitar. Rich Mauser. I don't know what Rich does. Maybe he produces? Quite possibly. Jimmy Keegan from Spock's Beard on drums. Randy McStein on guitars. Andy Suzuki on saxophone. And Dave Meros on bass, also from Spock's Beard. All right, so what does the album sound like? Sounds like a Spock's Beard album. I mean, basically, you got most of the Spock's Beard guys on here on a good chunk of the songs. And, you know, Ryo's keyboard playing is very, he's entrenched in the Spock's Beard sound. So if you like modern, melodic, classic style progressive rock, that's Spock's Beard. Enough nods to the past, but very modern sounding. Lots of pop hooks amidst all the crazy keyboards and guitar histrionics and the bass and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what you get here. But it definitely has its variety because of all the different singers and whatnot. So you've got the first track is Mirror Mirror. And playing on Mirror Mirror is Ryo on keyboards, Alan Morse on guitar, Andy Suzuki on sax, Dave Meros on bass, Nick DiVirgilio on drums, and Nick also sings. I will say, Nick, having not heard Nick singing in Spock's Beard for a number of years, he's now in Big Big Train. Ted Leonard has been the vocalist in Spock's Beard for a while. Kind of cool to hear Nick singing with some of his old Spock's Beard mates. He sounds great. Really sounds good on this album. Love his vocals on here. Second track is Turning Point. All right, like I said, most of these are like multi-part, and the way the lyrics are laid out, you can tell kind of like all the different sections and things like that. So there you got Ryo on keyboards, Mike Keneally, formerly of Frank Zappa's band, as well as his own band Beer for Dolphins. Lots of solo stuff. Mike's played with, Steve Vai, and he's done a million. Wonderful, wonderful guitar player, musician, singer. He's on guitar. Doug Wimbish on bass. Jonathan Mover plays drums on this track, and Michael Sadler sings on this. Again, it's Michael Sadler as soon as he opens his mouth. He's got a very distinctive voice. I'm not sure that I always like Michael's vocals away from Saga, but he kind of works here. He's like one of those guys that I love him in his own band. Sometimes when I hear him in other projects and things, it doesn't quite hit me the same way. I don't know why, but he's fine here. Then you got the Watchmaker, Tom on his side. Here you got Ryo, obviously. Lyle Workman on guitar. Dave Meros from Spock's on bass. Jonathan Mover on drums. Lead vocals, Mike Whiteman. Good song. Maximum Velocity features Ryo. Dave Meros once again. Steve Hackett. doing what Steve always does, dropping in a wonderful, tasty melodic solo. Mark Bonilla playing acoustic and rhythm guitars on that particular track. Dave Meros on bass, and drums is Jonathan Mover, with lead and backing vocals Michael Whiteman once again. Chrysalis is next up. That features Ryo, Randy McStein on guitar, Michael Whiteman on acoustic guitar, Andy Suzuki on flute, Toshihiro Nakanishi on violin, Raphael Weinroth Brown on cello, Doug Wimbish on bass, Jonathan Mover on drums, Randy McStein on lead vocals. And then you got the big 22-minute long title track, The Myth of the Mostrophus. And here you've got Ryo, Alan Morse once again, Michael Whiteman on acoustic guitar, Andy Suzuki on sax and flute, Dave Meros on bass, Nick DiVirgilio on drums, and lead vocal is shared between Nick and Ted Leonard. So you got like the two-prong Spock's Beard attack on that. Really good song. Some really nice keyboard solos on that. Tasty guitars. Yeah, the whole album is really good. It's it's maybe not as dynamic as some of the more recent Spock's Beard albums. And I don't know why that is. Again, maybe it's just that, you kind of, sometimes you need more time with some of these albums. And, a week, 2 weeks with an album, even if you've listened to it 5 or 6 times, sometimes it's like, it's not all sinking in. But it's a very pleasing album. It's fun if you like modern progressive rock with lots of symphonic keyboard flourishes and solos. A wide range of guitar players on here, the wide range of singers. I dig it. I like it. Is it, like album of the year candidate type of thing? No, not really, but it's really, really solid, really, really enjoyable. It's an easy 3.5 out of 5 star for me, maybe bordering on 4, 3.5, 3.75. Very, very solid, very fun. If you're a Spock's Beard fan, you're going to want to hear this and own it. Ryo, I think, is a terrific keyboard player. I always love his work, and this is cool. And there's a lot of cool people on here. So, yeah. So, there you have it. The Myth of the Mostrophus from Ryo Okumoto, keyboard player from Spock's Beard. Check it out now on Inside Out Records. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please hit that like button before you leave. Very, very important in the YouTube algorithm. The more likes we get, the more comments we get, the more YouTube promotes these videos. So it's very, very important. If you come and watch the video, click that like button. We also have the links below for you to subscribe, as well as the link to hit that notification bell so you get alerted for all of our content. Down in the video description, we also have the links to our Ko-Fi page as well as our merch page, so go and explore those as well. And I thank you. I think that will probably be the last new album review of today, so stay tuned next week. Like I said, we got lots of stuff coming up. We got the new King's X, new King Buffalo, new Atomic Symphony, new Van den Plas live album. We got new The Tangent. Got a new posthumous release from David Longdon. We got lots of stuff here, so we'll get to them all over the next week or two. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I am Pete Pardo. Stay tuned for the Monsters Den tomorrow. Friday morning, the Funhouse with Martin Popoff on Friday. Saturday is the UK Connection, and Sunday you've got Ranking the Albums. This week it'll be Jefferson Starship. So thanks again, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Bye-bye.